It's another day, it's another video of the day, and today's video its title is Here We Go. Here we go. And today we are talking about two here we goes. The first one we are talking about is Nicolas Jackson. Earlier, Nicolas Jackson loan to Bayern Munich was cancelled. The loan deal which was there was entitling 15 million and an option to buy Nicolas Jackson at the end of the 1 year loan deal. And that one was called off after 𝗕𝗆 was confirmed that he was injured and would probably be out for 6 to 8 weeks. And considering the amount of games Chelsea Football Club has, they felt that we needed another striker to cover for that. And this striker was, the first choice was Nicolas Jackson, and there was a kerfuffle in between Nicolas Jackson and the club. And so the club decided to go to the option B, and the option B was now the second striker which we had for last season, that's Marc Guiu. And Marc Guiu was recalled from Sunderland, and he came back immediately as the good boy he is. So with Marc Guiu coming to the club had no need for Nicolas Jackson. And the deal between Chelsea and Bayern Munich to loan Nicolas Jackson over to Bayern was not off. It was just paused. So fresh negotiations were done within the call today, that is, and it has reached a full agreement whereby Chelsea have agreed to loan Nicolas Jackson to Bayern Munich for a period of 1 year. The loan fee has increased from 15 million to 16.5 million. And on the previous one had an option to buy. Now the second one, after the renegotiation, there is an obligation to buy. There is an obligation to buy Nicolas Jackson, which has been added. And this is good news for Chelsea, because for me as a Chelsea fan, after Nicolas Jackson last season got the first red card, and it was just a red card which he deserved because he wanted to get the red card, so he was given one. And what made me mad is that at that point we needed the points, but that one was okay, because they normally say a sin is not a sin, repeating a sin is the sin. So what happened on the Club World Cup? He repeated the same. We needed the points at that time. We were 1-0 down. He came in. We were hoping he will be the super sub. And just a few minutes later, another reckless red card. And for the two red cards, you knew he wanted to be given the red card. He did not want to play, so he opted to get a red card instead. But all in all, we can't keep complaining much. So now he's gone. He's a problem for Bayern Munich. Let him go. Let him shine there. He has to fight against 𝗵𝗵𝗆, and with that 𝗵𝗵𝗆 being a little bit older, football years, he's 30-something right now, so he may get some game time here and there, but now it's up to him to prove that he belongs to stay there, because he has already agreed a 5-year deal with Bayern Munich. He has agreed a 5-year deal, and Chelsea has agreed with Bayern Munich that if they are going to pay 16.5 million right now, and at the end of the season they are going to sign him permanently. So let's move on now to Tariq George. Let's go to Tariq George. Tariq George has officially moved to Fulham, and his movement to Fulham is on a permanent deal. He has moved on Fulham on a permanent deal, and the deal is worth 22 million and a heavy sell-on clause. And I know most of you are saying that 25 for Tariq George is sort of a bit on a lower side, but what Chelsea are capitalizing on is on the sell-on clause. So it means if he stays at Fulham for, let's say, 2-3 years, and they decide to sell him on some big money, then Chelsea will get a big chunk of that big money. So it's like the way they wanted, they had plans to sell him later in the future, so they can just sell him now, let him get game times, develop, and maybe they get to reap the fruits much later on, which in my thinking it's a good deal, and it's nice for Chelsea to see his academy players are now getting recognized. And when we start thinking, why did Fulham go for Marc Guiu? Let me remind you, towards the end of last season, the game of Fulham versus Chelsea, Fulham were winning. Fulham were winning 1-0 until Tariq George came to the field and he scored a banger. He scored a banger on that game and played a big role on the second goal too. And as if that was not enough, on Saturday when we played with Fulham, 𝗕𝗆 got injured early in the match, and who was brought in to play the striking role? It was none other than Tariq George, and he did a very excellent job. He did an excellent job, and Fulham said, wait, that's the player we need. That's the player we are missing. And knowing Chelsea, the way Chelsea likes to sell players, they said, well, you can take him. Because earlier before that, Fulham were thinking on taking Raheem Sterling, but with what Tariq George did on the game on Saturday, they decided, no, let's go with the youngster. Let's go with the young player so that we can mentor him into what we want him to be. So, and that's nice. For me, that's nice because I wanted Tariq George to go on loan. I did not want him to be sold. But if he's sold with an higher sell-on clause, that's good business. Someone like Jackson, I wanted Jackson to go. And if we can get more on the more money on fees right now and be able to now recoup, sell him at the end of the season, for me, it's also good business. And also today we are welcoming 𝗲𝗵𝗪 from Brighton. He's a good kid. He has finished the medical and he has signed for Chelsea FC. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Cheers, guys.